Good afternoon, welcome back. Thank you to everybody who's been watching the 4-part series on my garage renovation project. That is all now complete, and as promised, this is the garage tour video. So we will start by the door and work our way around. The first set of cupboards is 2 meters long. The first 3 doors are all for DIY and gardening equipment. We don't need them. So 2 seconds and we will get rid. So we are left with that cupboard, but at the end by the garage door, that is our jet wash cupboard. It's a permanently set up jet wash. It's a Karcher K4. Let's go and have a closer look. So in the bottom there is the Karcher K4. There are hot and cold feeds for filling buckets and a dedicated cold water feed for the jet wash. Up one level there's the hanging system for the Karcher accessories, various lances and extension poles in there. There are 2 foam lance cannons. At the top we have the wheels kit, so I have a bucket full of wheel brushes, wheel cleaner, the Viking long handle brushes and various dirty mitts, dirty as in for dirty jobs, dirty mitts, grit guards, brushes, gloves, etc. So in the detailing bucket we obviously have the wheel cleaner. On top of that we have the various brushes and mitts. So I have an old Maguire's lamb's wool mitt. I have the Easy Detail brush, the large, Easy Detail brush small, and the Easy Detail toilet brush, as I like to call it. There are then some wheel woolly fakes, I believe, but they're like a woolly brush. Don't really use them too much now. I've got the Easies. A Viking brush for the front faces of the wheel. Really nice brush that. A generic AliExpress brush, and the wheel mitt. This is from Soft 99. I got this from Nippon Shine. It's a nice mitt with 3 joined and 1 open finger, so you can get your finger behind the spokes of a wheel. It's quite a nice mitt. And then the bucket with a grit guard. On the outside of the cabinet nearest the door, you can see there's a 25 metre jet wash hose. That is permanently wrapped around for easy access. So the door goes up, the jet wash can come out, the jet wash is always on, plumbed in. It's a really handy solution. And then again down by the door for ease of access there are 2 pump sprayers, one containing a diluted wheel cleaner and one containing a diluted citrus wash. So moving on from that unit we come down the wall and we then see there is a Kallax unit. A lot of people were asking where I got this from. This is a Kallax from IKEA. It's a modular system. I basically bought 2 and put them together, moulded them together. So the top row of drawers, we've got things like the wire wool, the sandpaper for wet sanding, many triggers, bottle lids, etc. Moving across, we've then got numerous air fresheners, a bag of cat litter used for cars with wet problems, interior wet, so you just put the cat litter in a sock under the seat, it sorts that out. And we've also got a vast number of brushes and applicators. On the bottom half of the drawers we have the latex gloves. I then have a dirty drawer full of, I call them dirty towels. They're towels that are clean but they are used for dirty jobs. There are then the multiple applicators, microfiber and sponge, and a fogging machine for deodorizing. In the boxes in the bottom we have hundreds and hundreds of microfiber towels. Most of these are, I'd say, brand new, packs of 12, there are hundreds in there. Next one along we have various detailing towels and microfibers used for various jobs. Further along we've got the drying towels and buffing towels. And then again, these are final finish towels, so very high plush Korean microfiber used for final finish. Moving on from the Kallax, we have my Alpine roof box from Thule. That is 2.3 meters long. It's the biggest roof box they do for my truck. I then have a bag on the floor there, that red bag. That is for dirty microfiber ready to be washed. So moving on from this half of the garage, we now move on to this half, starting with the TV and soundbar. As you can see, my videos are playing on there. There's a 47-inch TV. It's just a Techwood. It's a smart TV, so it does have YouTube and Freeview Plus on there. There is a soundbar underneath with a subwoofer just here on the shelf. The shelf is for waxes and sealants. There are power points underneath for using things like the vacuum cleaner. And that on the floor is my extra Thule roof bar for my truck. Most of the cupboards on this side are used for DIY stuff, storing tools, bits and bobs for projects. One of the cupboards houses the boiler. You can also see that there's a number of jacks under there with axle stands, etc. And then all the drawers, they contain tools, bits and pieces. So we'll just close them up. And then what we're left is with them three there. So the cupboard on the left that's open, that contains all my 5-litre drums. They can all be hidden away. The cupboards at the top, they contain another machine polisher, the Shine Mate Mini Rotary, and then all of the pads are in the second cupboard along. There are also 2 machine polishers on the wall, a large and smaller throw. So just a bit more about this bay area here. I have the Draper stool for working when I'm machining along cars. There's also a DAS 6 Pro on the wall there and a generic 3-inch polisher there on the left. And then we have the Shine Mate Mini Rotary and all its accompanying pads. There is a headgear LED torch, and there is also a Nicety paint depth gauge. I then also have a handheld pocket torch, that's the True Night from Amazon, and then the Ice Fire LED torch as well, perfect for swirl spotting them two in the dark. So on this side of the cupboards there are basically a lot more DIY stuff, step ladders, etc. I wanted everything to be hidden in this garage, which is why ladders got their own cupboard. There's power saws, there are creepers for under cars, there's workbenches, etc, etc. It's all hidden away in the cupboards. The only thing here detailing related are the row of products, the quick grab rail on the wall, and then the hoover in that cupboard down in the bottom, so we will close most of this off. The quick grab rail contains various products that are literally just already diluted and ready to grab. They're nearest the door for ease of use. And then the hoover in the bottom is a Titan, the model that most people get from Screwfix. It's a good little hoover, it's got a blower function, etc. So the Titan hoover lives in there. The only problem I have with that at the minute is the hose. If anybody knows of a better hose, this one does keep splitting. If anybody does know of a better hose that does fit this, let me know in the comments please. And then I have this that also fits on there. Now this goes onto the main nozzle of the vacuum. You can then adjust the pressure or the suction in and out. That hose goes on, and then you can attach these various nooks and crannies, brushes and nozzles. One other thing that I did want to show you with the vacuum as well was this little trick I've come up with. So if you get any sort of LED with a belt holder on there, you slide that over your nozzle and then put your extension in. So you've got a setup like this. This is really good for when you are, there we go, so when you're hoovering car floor mats, etc, etc, in dark and dingy footwells, that will do the trick for you. So on that quick grab rail we have things like air fresheners, glass cleaners, detailers, all-purpose cleaners, a gloss spray, an interior spray, clay lube, fabric cleaner, IPA panel wipe, wheel cleaners and a fallout remover. So then the only other things to show you now are the floor. So this is the Swiss tracks. As you can see, you can actually see through the floor. It's a grated style system. They are click locks, so they all click together. It's very easy to clean. It's literally a mop over the top. If you needed to get the tiles up, they do literally lift. You get a little key that you can lift the tiles with. And then the lighting. So the lighting, as I said before in the previous videos, is all LED panel. It's sunken lights. They are 6,000 Kelvin, so they are perfect for detailing. You might notice them two there that are off. Now that's because I can switch them two off with that switch on the wall there. It stops the glare on the TV. So when I had them wired in, all of these were wired in together and them two were on the end of the run, so the switch will turn them two off. So we can go and switch them two on. And they're all back on. All the lights are operated from the single pull switch, which is here right by the door. And everything goes out. Only extra bits and pieces to show you are the Gojo hand cleaner and the fire extinguisher. So that concludes the tour video. If you have any questions, please comment below and I'll try and get back to you and answer them. If the video has given you any inspiration to go and do your own project, or you simply like what I've done, then give it the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. It'll help me grow my channel. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.